Once I had a dream. In it I saw Swami smoking. The room was completely filled with smoke. "Don't prove that you are a man, Swami," I told him in anguish. "For me you are God." Swami in the dream asked me to open the windows, gesturing with his hands widely. I opened the windows and all the smoke went off. In those days I was facing some litigation. If I lost it, I would have to pay a large amount to the claimant. A few weeks after I had that dream, the litigation was settled impeccably. I was let off with meagre 1% of the claim, owing to Swami's grace. The smoke in the room symbolized my problems. When it had gone, my problems also disappeared. In 1997, we were asked to evacuate the house we rented as the owners wanted it for their personal occupation. My son was in the final year, and my change at that time would affect his education. I began praying to Swami. In October 1997, I had a dream. Swami put his hand around my shoulder, and we both were walking along the basement of a house. "You have bought a good house," Swami said. "Very good and very big." I saw in the dream the house which Swami was telling me as the good house I had bought. The dream ended. I vividly remember even the carpet in that house. Later, I was going in search of a house. When I saw the house which was shown to me by Swami in the dream, I went in. The carpet too was the same, which I had seen in my dream. The owner was willing to sell, but demanded an exorbitant price. I thought I could not afford it. After some time, the prices of real estate came down. I went and sounded the owner again. We negotiated. Finally, owing to the grace of Bhagavan, he came down largely, so I could buy it. I was surprised to find that the house was tailor-made to hold bhajans, etc. On inquiry, I was told that the owner was a devotee of Sri Sri Traidandi China Ramanuja Jayar Swami. Sri Jayar Swami had laid the foundation stone to it. After completion, he stayed in it for some time. So the house was designed with a big hall to hold bhajans. There was a school opposite to that house, where persons that came for bhajans in my new house could park their cars. Thus, the parking problem was also alleviated. Our son and daughter developed an interest in music because of attending to bhajans. When we were at Bangalore, I tried to get them to learn to play the veena. They showed no interest. Now, because of bhajans, they wanted to learn music themselves. And Mr. Koomaar, who used to sing bhajans there, Swami came and stayed with us for a week. During that time, my children learned some good hints for singing. Another devotee also used to come to us. He was also a composer. He too helped my children learn music. Our children, owing to Swami's grace, can now play on harmonium and tabla, and can sing well. They also went for balvikas. Once we were all coming to India. "Postpone it, Dad," our daughter pleaded. "If I attend summer and spring classes, I cannot make it." I did not like postponements, so she came with us reluctantly and had darshan of Bhagavan. Oh, she missed about 25 days of school. She worked hard and completed all her school hours after returning to the USA. By Swami's grace, she scored very good marks in the exams, despite the loss of school days owing to our trip to India. In 2001, our daughter came with young adults team of girls to Prashanti Nilayam. At that time, we were considering a proposal for her marriage. In the social environment of the USA, girls and boys prefer late marriages. As parents rooted in Indian culture, we were keen to get her married soon after her education was finished. My wife was keen that our would-be son-in-law should hail from our own people. I used to write letters to Swami about the marriage of our daughter. Our daughter, being a devotee of Swami, wanted divine guidance. When she was in Prashanti Nilayam, she wrote a letter to Bhagavan on the proposal under consideration and was holding it in Darshan line. Swami came along and took the letter. She concluded that Swami had given his blessings to the alliance and gave her consent. It so happened that the alliance we got for her was tailor-made for our aspirations. The bridegroom was as desired by my wife from our people. In fact, he was related to her. The marriage was performed owing to Swami's grace in 2002 at Vishkapatnam. Our son wanted to go to Prashanti Nilayam in 2002. I was hastened to send him along, but someone bought him tickets and he left with young adult team to Prashanti Nilayam. Swami materialized Vibhuti and gave it to him. Swami took his letter also. He sang songs in the divine presence and returned happily to the States. On arrival, he told me, "See, Dad, you stated to send me along." With Swami's grace, I had a very satisfying trip. I had been trying to get him a job for some time. All my efforts were in vain. The positions of employment in the USA was not the same as earlier. But on return from Prashanti Nilayam, owing to Swami's grace, he got a job. We had a number of experiences like this. No day passes without some experience or the other. Once we were taking photograph of devotees to be sent to Swami with some of our people going to Prashanti Nilayam. We all posed for the snap. I was in the side. My position was not a conspicuous one. "Swami," I prayed, "I'm not in a position to come to you. I am happy that at least my photograph is coming to you. But in that also, should I be relegated to some corner?" As I was thinking like that, the cameraman said, "The light is poor here. Let us go to that side." We all moved to the place indicated by him. There I got a place in the center. Once I was at my computer working on something. It was giving trouble. I tried to get things to order, but in vain. After struggling for some time with it, began praying, "Swami, I cannot do anything now. You are the sole rescue." "Hey man, what are you doing? It is a mistake. Look, do like this." I heard a voice just from behind me. He was one of my colleagues in the computer line, but in a different group. Usually he does not come to my office. I did not notice when he came, and for how long he was observing from behind me. What I was doing, what he told me, it worked. My problem with the computer was solved. It is simply wonderful how the solution came in such a simple manner the moment I prayed to Bhagavan, not earlier. If we were what we are today, it is only owing to His grace. He has given us not only money, but everything. Many things He has given us cannot be bought with money, but can come only owing to His grace. Mr. R. Nageswara Kumar. Om Sairam.